When news first broke that BTS members Jungkook and Taehyung were spotted together in Los Angeles, it sparked immediate curiosity among fans and media outlets. Both artists, who had been focusing on individual projects following the group's military enlistment schedules and solo promotions, had not been publicly seen together for quite some time. Their reunion in LA was therefore not only unexpected but also raised questions about what exactly brought them to the city at the same time. According to staff members involved in their schedule management, this gathering was not simply a casual meetup, but had layers of planning, coordination, and professional obligations behind it. To understand the reunion fully, it is important to look back at the circumstances leading up to their arrival in Los Angeles. Jungkook had been engaged in various international activities, including brand partnerships, music production work, and training sessions in the US. Taehyung, on the other hand, had recently wrapped up promotions for his solo music and was also rumored to be working on visual projects that connected him with the international fashion scene. With both schedules pointing towards Los Angeles, the city naturally became the convergence point where their paths crossed once again. Staff members who were part of the coordination explained that the reunion was not accidental. They revealed that while the public assumed Jungkook and Taehyung might have casually decided to meet, in reality, both sides had coordinated their schedules through HYBE staff as well as local teams in LA. This included arranging transportation, accommodation, and ensuring privacy in locations where the two members could interact without the constant gaze of paparazzi or fans. The significance of Los Angeles as a setting cannot be overlooked. The city has long been a hub for BTS activities, ranging from music, video shoots, to concert preparations. It also serves as a neutral ground for collaborations with American producers, directors, and brand executives. For Jungkook and Taehyung, returning to LA meant revisiting a place where much of BTS's international success had been built. Their reunion here therefore carried not only personal meaning but also professional undertones. In discussing the reunion, staff highlighted that many logistical considerations had to be taken into account. This included ensuring that neither member's activities would be disrupted by sudden leaks of their whereabouts. Los Angeles is known for being heavily monitored by media agencies, and BTS's global fame only heightened the level of attention. As such, private villas, restricted studio spaces, and controlled environments were key to making the reunion possible. But beyond logistics, what did the reunion actually involve? According to individuals who were present, the meeting was structured around two main areas: personal reconnection and professional alignment. On the personal side, Jungkook and Taehyung had not spent quality time together for months due to military-related schedules and solo projects. This gathering gave them a chance to catch up, share updates, and reconnect in a more relaxed setting away from the formalities of press events. On the professional side, discussions revolved around upcoming group activities, future collaborations, and the possibility of joint appearances in upcoming media projects. Staff members clarified that while the public often speculates about tension or drama between members, what actually happened was far more straightforward. The reunion was primarily about coordination and forward-looking discussions, rather than any dramatic confrontation or hidden conflict. The staff emphasized that their role was to create an environment where the two artists could interact naturally while also maintaining their privacy. Interestingly, staff also revealed that part of the reason the reunion attracted attention was because of the timing. Both Jungkook and Taehyung had recently been the subject of various fan discussions online, from speculation about their solo careers to rumors about personal dynamics within the group. Their sudden appearance together in LA, therefore, fueled narratives that there must be something significant happening behind the scenes. In reality, as the staff pointed out, the reunion was less about drama and more about ensuring alignment in their busy international schedules. From the perspective of management, the Los Angeles meetup also had practical advantages. The city offers numerous facilities for both music and visual content production, meaning that while Jungkook and Taehyung were catching up, they were also in proximity to recording studios, fashion houses, and creative directors. This allowed the reunion to serve dual purposes: personal interaction and professional opportunity. One staff member summarized the atmosphere of the reunion as strategic but comfortable. The term highlighted that while fans may imagine the meeting as spontaneous, in reality, every step had been carefully planned to balance privacy with productivity. The reunion was not staged for publicity, but rather arranged to serve internal group dynamics and professional preparations. As the details unfolded, it became clear that the real story behind the Jungkook and Taehyung reunion in LA was one of meticulous coordination and balanced priorities. Far from being a dramatic revelation, it showcased the reality of how global stars operate. Every move is calculated, every meeting has layers of purpose, and even seemingly casual reunions carry significant meaning behind the scenes. While Chapter 1 outlined the background of how Jungkook and Taehyung came to meet in Los Angeles, the next logical step is to understand how their staff orchestrated the privacy and secrecy surrounding the reunion. According to several insiders who were directly involved in the arrangements, one of the most critical aspects of ensuring that the meetup was successful was controlling information flow and preventing unnecessary leaks. Given BTS's unparalleled level of fame, a casual dinner or walk down a street in Los Angeles could easily become a viral moment, overshadowing the actual purpose of their gathering. The staff began preparations weeks in advance. When both Jungkook and Taehyung confirmed their schedules would overlap in Los Angeles, HYBE's coordination team contacted local partners in the United States to secure transportation and lodging that would guarantee minimal exposure. Private drivers, rented vehicles with tinted windows, and non-branded SUVs were all part of the plan to avoid recognition. Unlike tour schedules or concert-related travels where fans are often given subtle hints, this particular visit was intentionally kept under wraps. One staff member explained that discretion was the guiding principle. Only a small circle of individuals within the team were even aware that the reunion was going to take place. Each member of staff had specific assignments. Some handled logistics like hotel bookings and transportation routes, while others coordinated with local venues to make sure the artists could enter and exit without drawing attention. For instance, when Jungkook and Taehyung needed to use a recording studio, entrances through back alleys or service doors were arranged. Security personnel ensured that even within private spaces, no unauthorized individuals could enter. Managing secrecy in Los Angeles is no small task. The city is notorious for paparazzi who closely monitor celebrity hotspots such as restaurants, gyms, and airports. In the case of BTS members, the intensity of surveillance is multiplied because their global fan base frequently shares real-time updates online. This meant staff had to avoid high-profile areas altogether. Instead of staying at luxury hotels where media scouts often linger, they opted for discreet private residences in gated communities. Meals were arranged through trusted catering services rather than public restaurants. Even recreational activities were kept indoors to prevent unplanned exposure. Another aspect that the staff emphasized was timing. The reunion was carefully scheduled during periods of the day when public activity was at its lowest. Early mornings and late nights were prime times for meetings, minimizing the risk of accidental sightings. Coordinated arrivals and departures were executed down to the minute. For example, Jungkook might leave his location at 9:15 p.m., while Taehyung departed separately 10 minutes later, only to arrive at the same destination through different routes. By staggering their movements, the staff minimized the chances of both being spotted together in a way that could be instantly reported online. A particularly revealing detail from staff accounts was the emphasis on controlling digital traces. In today's interconnected world, even a single Instagram post, location-tagged photo, or careless message could expose the presence of both artists in the same city. As a result, both Jungkook's and Taehyung's social media activity during the period was deliberately ambiguous. Posts that appeared to show them in unrelated environments were in fact scheduled in advance or selected to avoid indicating real-time location. This was part of a broader strategy by management to maintain plausible deniability about their movements. The secrecy did not end with external arrangements. Even among local collaborators in Los Angeles, information was limited. Producers, stylists, or creative directors who worked with Jungkook and Taehyung during their stay often received instructions without being told the identity of the second party involved. One staff member described the approach as compartmentalization, meaning that no single individual had the full picture of what was happening. This method ensured that even if minor details leaked, the larger plan remained intact. Despite all, by the time the reunion took place, every aspect had been planned with precision. The staff emphasized that while fans may imagine such gatherings as spontaneous, the reality is that behind every meeting lies a complex web of strategies. From choosing the safest routes through Los Angeles traffic to deciding the order in which cars would arrive at a location, no detail was left to chance. Ultimately, the staff's ability to maintain secrecy demonstrated not only their professionalism, but also their understanding of the unique challenges that come with managing artists of BTS's scale. The reunion of Jungkook and Taehyung in Los Angeles was not a coincidence, but the result of calculated planning where discretion, timing, and trust played central roles. The next question, however, is what happened once the secrecy was secured, and the two members finally sat down together. Beyond the logistical success, what did the reunion itself involve in terms of conversations, projects, and shared goals? Staff members, while careful with specifics, did reveal some details about the discussions that took place during this private yet pivotal meeting. After weeks of careful coordination, logistical planning, and strict secrecy, the reunion between Jungkook and Taehyung in Los Angeles finally took place. While much of the public discussion surrounding their meetup revolved around speculation, staff members who were present or who managed parts of the schedule clarified what actually occurred behind closed doors. Unlike the dramatic narratives often circulated online, the reunion itself was a mix of personal catch-up and professional alignment, reflecting both the friendship and the shared responsibilities the two members carry as part of BTS. The setting chosen for the first meeting was deliberately low profile. According to staff, the venue was a private residence located in one of Los Angeles's gated communities, selected because of its controlled access and quiet surroundings. This ensured that Jungkook and Taehyung could speak openly without interruptions or concerns about being overheard. Staff arranged the space to feel comfortable rather than corporate. The idea was to allow the meeting to unfold naturally, rather than creating an atmosphere of formal negotiation. From the very beginning, the tone of the reunion was relaxed. Staff observed that the two members exchanged casual updates, talking about their recent schedules, experiences abroad, and projects they had been working on individually. Since both had been heavily involved in solo activities, there was much to catch up on. Jungkook had been focused on refining his creative work with international producers, while Taehyung had been immersing himself in fashion and visual projects. The reunion offered them the first chance in months to compare notes and reflect on how their individual journeys were progressing. According to one staff member, one of the main themes of the conversation was reconnecting with the group identity. Despite their individual successes, both Jungkook and Taehyung acknowledged that BTS remained their collective foundation. They discussed how solo projects had given them new skills, perspectives, and experiences, but also how important it would be to channel those learnings back into group activities when the time came. This kind of discussion, while not formalized into specific decisions, reinforced the long-term vision that BTS members and their management have consistently emphasized, that solo work strengthens, rather than replaces, the group. On a professional level, the reunion also served as a platform to explore potential future collaborations. Staff revealed that while no official projects were locked in during the meeting, ideas were exchanged about working together in creative formats. These included possible joint performances, crossover appearances in fashion or entertainment events, and even casual collaborations in music. Although it was too early to confirm specifics, the very act of brainstorming signaled an openness to blending their talents outside of the traditional BTS framework. Interestingly, staff noted that the meeting was not dominated by business discussions. A significant portion of the time was dedicated simply to casual interaction, sharing meals, revisiting memories from previous trips to Los Angeles, and relaxing in each other's company.